You're playing face rush as well, so I mean, your face rush is coming up in like what 2 seconds, so you'd be able to proc that, and
Yeah.
essentially like even if with his E level 1, like he can't ever chase you. So stepping back here is fine. Could have pressured him a bit more. This is really bad by him. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish because we get like, ooh, could have got one more auto attack there. It's fine.
Mhm. I backed up so far to begin with because I just wanted to put the ball back on me, but as it happened, I was like, oh, I'm backing up too much here.
Yeah, you're backing up a bit too much, which is like okay though, but could have harassed him a bit more there.
Yeah.
But looks like Ragos is free camping, and let's see here. Yeah, he walks around for the gank. So you bait him really nice. I mean, you
Yeah.
step up as the can minion is gonna die.
I knew, you know, when you can just feel it in game, like they're gonna go on you if you try and bait them like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I definitely didn't have to waste flash if I didn't get hit by his Q.
Yeah, use flash afterwards. That's fine. I mean, the reason why he steps up here is to get the can, right? And he wants to contest you to get the can as well. So that's what he's looking for. And we can obviously tell that he didn't ward Raptors either, and that's kind of why he dies there. I do get kind of minion blocked here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that's why you have to flash.
Yeah.
All in all, quite unlucky.
I make sure he helps me push this. Is that good?
Why would you want him to push this?
Because it's like a slow pushing wave, and I just wanted to get it in so I could back in time before Yasuo. Because I don't want the lane to just freeze outside his tower.
Yeah, and I don't think that's bad, but this guy never needs to help you right here. This guy spawns in 3 seconds. Do you know how long it takes to walk the lane?
Maybe 18, something like that? 15, 20?
It's about 20 seconds.
Okay.
Or like top it's like 21, I would guess in mid lane it's like what, 18, 20 seconds something.
Yeah.
You can also just look at your wave. It just arrived at the inhib turret. Like you're playing Orianna, you have 3 AoE spells. There's no way you're not gonna be able to push this in time. Now you're just leeching XP for him, and you're kind of slowing down his tempo in the early game so that he could theoretically be a bit harder contested at potentially Skull Crab, and you leech EXP, or he leeches EXP and uses all of his mana, which is kind of bad. The gank was good though, but we should have pushed this by ourselves, like without a doubt. Picking up blasting one here, I think that's fine, in my opinion. You could go for that, but you decide to go for Boots, Dark Seal, and the control board?
Yeah.
What's the reason behind that?
So I was thinking pen against Yasuo, I valued the boots to dodge him. And then after that I was just thinking, what item can I get? I'll just get Dark Seal and Control Ward. But I think like I was thinking about the blasting one first, so I don't know.
No, in one way I would say that going for this is like okay. If you didn't get the kill on him, this is a good purchase.
Yeah.
But since you got the kill, like you have a really huge advantage in the lane. This guy lost a lot of minions as well. Like we should play around that advantage. And at this point, like the thing about Orianna now is that you're playing face rush. You practically have boots.
Right.
In the lane already.
That's true.
So I would say it's kind of a waste, and it slows like your tempo down in the lane. We see Vi moving on there.
Yeah,
Should have pressed tab at this point to see how much CS the Vi had in order to track her. Do you know how to track turners when it comes to CS?
Yeah, like for CS camp, you can. Yeah, I know how to do it. I don't often do it though, when I know I should be.
Yep. It's really important, but I would guess that Vi cleared 5 camps, took Scuttle, and then took bot Scuttle as well, so that she got double Scuttle into Gragas.
Okay.
But that is just assuming.
Yeah.
Considering the time in the game and Vi's general pathing. So this is really good. Waves pushing into you, and you're just hovering and making sure that you can't step up. This is exactly what you want.
Cool.
This guy walks down to ward. Gragas ganks top. Ooh. Unlucky. So at this point, like whenever this guy steps up to auto attack a minion and go for this minion right here, yeah, perfect. You go for the trade, nice. It's really good. Keep on going. Auto attack, nice. It's really good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I'm trying to get better at exactly what you just saw then.
Mhm.
That's why I'm playing this champion.
Definitely, and I can see that, and this is good. The only problem with this is that if I skip back a little bit, let me see when you actually arrive into laner. Like at this point, you have a natural push into you, which is exactly what you want, but you kind of keep on auto attacking the minions. I'm not sure exactly why.
Yeah.
Because this is the ideal position for you to hold the wave.
Right.
Whenever the wave is crashed on your side of the lane, this guy can never step up. You have the range advantage, and you also have the ability to auto attack him way more, harass him way more, and you do also have boots, so you can always space away from him enough. He won't ever be able to step up, and
Yeah.
in the ideal scenario, you just want to keep him here for as long as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this trade and all is really good. The problem is that you kept on auto attacking these minions for kind of no reason.
Yeah, just before.
Yeah. Because now you give him like the opportunity of being able to play the game again and
Yeah.
or quote unquote playing the game again. It's not like it's that bad, but in general, he kind of gets the opportunity to actually survive a laning phase now. Not that it would have been a perma freeze or anything, but you could have held this for like 2 to 3 more waves
Right. Yeah.
without an issue. So this is good. You push in the wave, you step up to ward. Right, then you
Yeah,
ward
I
right
remember
there.
thinking right there, I don't have a clue where Vi is, which is really bad from me. I think I need to concentrate on tracking more. Because
Definitely.
that's why I put the ward over the wall there as well, because I thought I don't have a clue where she is.
Exactly. I mean, you should have went just all the way over and put the ward on the Raptors, because that is, if you have the ward there, then you can pretty much track the jungler regardless, and you will always have a safe side to hover.
Yeah.
Unless it's something like sack or yeah. But then
I
again,
think the reason I didn't is because the wave was, I had like 1.5 waves and I didn't want to just lose like minions while I go ward, but
well,
you know.
kind of I can get what you mean, but I mean, in theory, what Vi should be doing right now is that she should be bot side clearing these camps
Yeah.
because she just recalled and she started bot side for a fact that we know that. So in
Yeah.
one way,
Now that
yeah.
I'm looking back at this replay, like she started right side, then I saw a glimpse of her on the left side in mid lane, and then so now I'm looking back on it, I'm thinking she's right side again. But in game, I didn't have a clue.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking in theory though, because that's the thing about like predicting jungle popping as well. It's not reliable, and especially in this elo, it's very much not reliable
Yeah.
because like people do the most random shit in this elo, and you can't like predicting it in that way. Because in theory, she could have also walked topside right here because her camps would have been up by that time, and she could have popped top into bots to set up dragon as well and get as much XP as possible.
Yeah.
Just 1 second here. Someone's calling me on Snapchat, I guess. Sorry for that.
That's right.
Alright, the trade we got off air though was really good. The problem with it though is that we're like really overextended, and like without having the safety of knowing where the jungler is, like this trade is kind of bad in one way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we do have the safety of having Gragas there, we do have decent vision, but it would be a lot more preferable for us to actually have vision and guarantee that we would know where she was, or have at least a better clue as to where she was gonna come, or where she would be. So we see her bot side right now, as kind of expected. He hits level 6. So at this point, like, with all these trades, if he had Blasting Wand, I'm pretty sure he would have been dead.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now that I think about that makes a lot more sense to go blasting one with the damage early game.
Yep. And Leona comes mid as well. Played this really well. I mean, they also kind of grieves it. I mean, or not kind of, really
Yeah,
hard
I
grieves
think
it.
the Yasuo and the Vi, you'll see the Vi right now in a minute. I think they're trash. Like they're silver. I don't know how many gold, but yeah, I just don't respect them at all.
Understandable. I mean, if I takes this wave, then that's perfect for you. You have no reason to attack her, like, simply just...
Yeah, I was thinking that when I was doing it as well. I was thinking what am I doing right now? You know, Yasuo just died, and yeah.
Like, she gave you a free recall, and that's exactly what you want. And you had lost chapter in base, so I mean, all in all, like, it's not like it's bad or anything, or it's game changing, but
Yeah.
didn't have to happen. So I'm not sure why you TP on this. Is there any reason why?
No.
No. So essentially,
Yeah, I
you
didn't
never
need
have
to.
to. Yeah.
I was just saying, yeah, I didn't need to because it was. He probably wouldn't have pushed it in time, would he?
Yeah, never. So we kind of waste our TP, which is kind of bad in one way, because then we don't have the safety of, because if, like, your mentality when you're playing TP is that you should look to get as much damage off in the game as possible, and then try to
Yeah.
you know, if you fuck up one trade, then that's okay still, because you have the safety net of having your TP up, right?
Yeah.
Same
But
thing
you
here.
get a health advantage and come back to lane, right?
Exactly. Same thing here, like, you should just lost it at this point, as the wave is really good for you. You do lost with some of them, but you, like, pretty sure you hit this a few times too many. Yeah. Like, it's not like a game-changing thing that you hit it
Yeah,
one
it's
too
like
many times.
1 or 2 autos, and I think what I'm doing is like, you know, the habit of just like constantly auto attacking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like that kicks in, and then I like remind myself, oh, why am I attacking her? You know?
yeah. Exactly, because this forces it to push into him.
Yeah.
And
So right now
like,
I know like it's gonna slow push, so I'm probably gonna.
Devi is somehow level 5. Okay, taxes EXP milling is still 6.
Yeah, when she did that move there, like, when you know when you see like a few things from the players, and you're just like, yeah, these players are bad, you know. But then I find I'll make that judgment a lot, and then I'll just start playing like an ape myself, you know, because I think they're bad, and then I start playing bad.
I totally get what you mean. The problem here though is that, like, we're not maintaining the wave in the position it should have been in, because I mean, now Vi came regardless, but in theory, like, we're giving them a really good, or also a really good chance to actually push in the wave and get a reset off. I mean, this is
Yeah.
just, what are they doing? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of. I've
Yeah.
so what else? You know, you know, I get hit by his tornado there. I
Yeah.
like preemptively dodged down, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I just don't respect him. After that play, I'm thinking they're so bad. So I just didn't expect him, like, to do that, throw it where I was kiting to. This is what I mean,
can
right?
understand.
Because like you're watching this, right, and you're thinking, oh my god, like a minute ago when Vi went under tower for like no reason, you're thinking like, what the fuck are they doing, right?
Yep. And you kind of just forgive them for that mistake.
Yeah, and when this happened, I was just like, you know, thinking, who's the idiot? I'm the idiot, you know. I actually just let them kill me there.
Yeah, exactly, because whenever this happened, let me skip back here. Or yeah, whenever Vi comes in the lane here, this is extremely good for you,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
they're leeching XP.
Wasting our time as well.
Wasting time, leeching XP. Gragas is looking to come around, and maybe if you ping this, then he would have potentially been able to look for something, but instead he walks up. I'm not sure why, but I mean, they're really hard trolling this. And yeah, essentially you just kind of don't respect him enough, and that kind of happens. So we arrive back in the lane, kind of troll that. Unfortunate, because we kind of just throw our lead away with, like, to get nothing back. Seems like we're a bit tilted now, because like now we're ignoring everything that we had in the back of our head, right?
I think this happens a lot when I play Ori versus Yasuo in the last 2 games. I throw the ball, and it's like I'm slow at reacting. Like I'm not thinking, if I was Yasuo, what Yasuo would be doing right now.
Exactly, because
so
that's...
like, yeah, I'm concentrating on my ball when I should be concentrating on like what he could do, I guess.
What his response is when you make a move, that should be like the exact thing you should be thinking all the time, and you like the initiation or the...
Actually, now that I look at it, I think I don't know if it was at this point I remember at some point in the game I saw Gragas on the is it Raptors?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was right here, but I might have tried to been baiting him down to the corner.
Well, you are kind of in one way, so like going for trades in theory are really good for you because I mean this guy is gonna be
Yeah.
or like Ragos is hovering for mid, so it's not like it's bad. The only problem is I proc your face rush and then you like keep initiating for the trade. Like you pop your one escape maneuver, you have all spells on cooldown, and you walk in for another trade, right?
Yeah, right. I think actually it wasn't. It might have been right there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the Gragas instilled.
Yeah, I was
What?
that kind of tilted me, I'm not gonna lie, in game. I was thinking, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm not sure why you walked down though. Like, you're full
Yeah.
HP. This guy has what? These items. He needs like another 5 seconds in order to kill you, hitting all the spells, hitting everything onto you, which is pretty much impossible.
Right.
Like, your instinct right here should be to think that this guy is going to try to escape. We should try to play around that, and we know for a fact that he does have flash up, right? So
Yeah.
he's most likely gonna either flash this way or just run this way, but then Gragas kind of gives him a free flash, right? I'm really sure it wouldn't have changed anything, but the thing is that like in theory, if Gragas in ult or in that ult, Yasuo would have flashed and he would have been able to pick him off.
Yeah.
If you didn't run away.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would
Yeah,
have
I
had
was
a
too
ult
scared
on
of his Q, but like you said, I didn't have to be scared, so.
Yeah. Okay, so this is good. We end up getting some vision. We have a pretty much free herald. We hold a freeze right here. Kind of at least, yeah. It's good. Because he also just recalled.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
I think I pinged Gragas here for a gank. Like, I know that Yasuo is going to be here in 5 seconds, but these players aren't going to know that, and I already know that, but you can only hope, you know?
Exactly. So this is perfect. Like now you're playing it accordingly. You're waiting for him to step up to the cannon, but
Yeah.
like 2 minutes ago we weren't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
This is really good. Not sure where you're backing off. He won't ever kill you. The Gragas just. Well, that is unfortunate.
You know, when I first backed up, just like a few seconds ago, I don't know if that was a misclick or I actually.
This when you walked around the pillar.
Yeah, when
or...
I walked, like, stepped back a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. Because I like instantly went to go and follow him again. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, it doesn't matter because I still get hit anyway. So.
Yeah. I can see that. Like.
I hate that. Like so the whole theory and everything behind that play, setting it all up, was good, right? But
yeah.
But then, like, for whatever reason, it just like I ended up in the worst situation. Which, like, if you rewind 30 seconds ago, like. Right here, it looks like, oh, Yasuo's gonna die, right? And then that happens, and I'm just like, feels bad, man.
Definitely. One thing that you're not really looking at though is that like if this guy has bought any items, or what items he has bought.
Right. Yeah.
This is something that you should do every single time this guy comes back to lane. Whenever you're looking for a fight, anything.
Yeah.
Press tab, look at items. For all you know, this guy could have sold all his items and bought only null magical, null magic mantles. Like, I'm just speaking in theory, but like, you never know what these players will be up to. Maybe he sold his boots by Hex Shrinker or something, and he wouldn't have known.
So I guess the fight is basically a 1v1 with Gragas only using his R, and that's why it goes badly for me.
Yep. Unlucky. So you recall, you arrive into lane, you get Sorix, that's fine. Essentially, at this point, like, all your lanes are winning, we're doing really good, so in one way we don't really have to force anything. There's dice there somehow, but... Theoretically, the only thing we should be looking to do right here is either play around our jungler or to look for really good roams, which is, at this point, something you should look for whenever you pick up Sorix, whenever you're able to, like, get enough moves with tier 2 boots, face rush, like, whatever. This... bot lane should be your next target because you're not going to win these trades really because he's just going to outsustain you really hard regardless.
Right, okay.
I mean, unless he keeps on doing this, which is, yet again, not reliable. I mean, this guy is just really
Yeah.
forcing every single trade he can.
He's just really bad, so I'm kind of abusing him, trying to anyway. But then
Did
I
you see
die
the
for it
problem with
again.
this?
Yeah.
Like it's the same exact thing happening here, and this is typically something I see a lot in low elo. People theoretically have like an idea of, okay, I should wait until he's auto attacking a minion, wait until like he is making blah 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 mistake, right?
Mhm.
And then they end up making the silly mistake of not playing around that. They get lost, they get autofilled, or not autofilled, but I mean autopiloted, right?
Yeah.
And this is kind of what's been happening on and off in the part of this laning phase, which I can tell a lot, because at one point you're doing the exact correct thing, and at the other point in the game you're doing like the thing you're not supposed to do.
Right.
As I mentioned, this is like, yeah.
You know this whole bit where I just died. I feel like I do, like I'm fucking him up, right? Like he's got like half health, like it's going really well, and I think in game when I'm like dominating like him over like 50 seconds like that, I just think that like, oh, I've just done so much to him. There's no way he can win, you know. And then he just turns around and all-ins me, and I just end up dying, you know. And
Yeah, exactly. No,
I
I
guess that's just
completely
like
get
how
it.
the champions work, because he's better in an extended trade, I guess. But like
Mhm.
in game, when it's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Like, you're looking back at this, like you're looking back at these trades, and you're seeing that, well, he did like negative damage to us, and like, well, there's no way this guy's gonna ever win this right after he just trolled this hard. But the thing is that when you're playing control mages, when you're not playing any form of conk or anything like that, like
Yeah.
you're just looking for this stuff on repeat. Like
Right.
when you have something successful, why try to force something else?
Yeah. Like I guess this is like a control mage thing, I guess, right? Like now that it's kind of like my Q is my only like continuous spell that I can use like over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Before like the W and the E are like higher cooldowns, aren't they? So
Exactly. So that's why I end up dying here, and essentially it kind of feels like I'm watching the same game on repeat in one way.
right.
Because at one point, as I mentioned, we're doing the exact thing we're supposed to do, and then at the other point, we're just kind of throwing the lead for no reason. Kind of stuck in laning phase here. Let's skip a little bit later into the game and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So we've gotten the turrets, right? He also is top lane for whatever reason. You want blue buff, I guess. Okay, you didn't take it.
I was looking at Teemo top lane, but then I think I saw Vi rotating from top through the jungle here.
Yeah. Yeah, you ping him away, that's good.
Right here, I was just like, I didn't want to obviously fight this, but Gragas, just whatever.
Kind of insits.
Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunate.
MF.
At least Darius gets a turret from this, and he gets
Yeah.
out as well. Perfect. So you will bot here to take this. I'm not sure exactly why you do this.
I saw Teemo bottom lane. I was gonna try come up behind him. Then I don't know where he went, so I just decided while I was there, I'll take the wave. But I don't
Yeah.
think. I don't know if it was a. I think I was looking at taking a jungle camps first. Then I saw Teemo. You know,
Yeah.
it was like I went to the jungle, then I went to Teemo, then I went to the wave. So
Mm-hmm. And I don't think this is like bad initiative to do this, but then again, we gotta remember it's Teemo. He's
yeah,
probably just sitting in the brush hiding or something.
yeah.
You don't spam ping it before it happens, so MF is not like you gotta play as if your
Mhm.
teammates don't have minimaps. So if you're gonna look for this, then you need to spam ping that you're coming. If you're not gonna look for it, then what is the play?
Could farm raptors.
You have Raptors and you have Wolves here for free.
Mhm.
Not that you need both, but you can still take him and it's completely free for you. And you would have had Morello at that point if you took that instead. just like as an example, not that Morello is good way here, but just in general, to see here, how does this fight play out? Right, so
It was
they're like
pretty
grouping
simple.
up.
Like the team just won it for me basically. I just
I
hit
mean, you had a
spells.
really good shockwave.
Yeah,
I mean, and
but
they kind of
fresh,
with.
fresh initiated, and it was just like press R, win fight.
Yep. So at this point, like, the game should be pretty
Yeah,
much over. And the thing that I'm seeing is that, like, you do have quite a bit of teamfight presence, and I don't think you're playing the teamfights path. I think the main things that you struggle with is understanding how trading patterns work and how to, like, keep on repeating them, right?
yeah, right. I agree.
And instead of forcing something in lane, which you never had to do at that point, regardless, because your entire team was winning,
Yeah,
like, you're in one way, it's kind of bad to say this because you're not supposed to rely on the enemy's mistake, but in this elo, you really can.
yeah,
Because this guy makes. I don't even want to mention how many mistakes he makes, like, that are really blatant, and you can see them as well. However, you're not, like, abusing them as well as you could have, and, like, there's many opportunities for you to get more CS when it comes to taking jungle camps, when it comes to harassing this guy more in lane. You could have also, or I can also see that we're struggling a bit with, as I mentioned, like, fundamentals of trading.
yeah,
Also, like, vision and tracking junglers. Then again, like, getting this down is, like, not that hard, but, like, applying it into the game as well, like, it's gonna take some time. And as I also mentioned, like, falling into the autopilot trap. The thing that I have to say about that, and what I did, like, in order to do it, is that, like, whenever you push in a wave, whenever you're stuck on a turret, whenever you have, like, nothing to do for like 5 seconds,
yeah.
just think in your head, what is my next move gonna be? How
Hmm.
should, or what should I do? Should I walk bot here? Do I just recall? Like, you have so many possibilities, but not hesitating and just deciding what you should do and go for that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think you're a bad player at all. I just believe that you need to be, like, put in the right direction when it comes to,
You
like,
believe
not.
I've got potential.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely not, or
The
definitely. I mean,
hard stuck gold player.
oh, I don't think you're a bad player at all because you know a lot of the concepts. I can see them,
Yeah.
but you're struggling with applying them on repeat.
That's
If that makes
that's
sense.
what annoys me is like I feel like I understand freezing, pushing, a lot of concepts like this that other players in my elo don't.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm still at the same elo because of like I guess basic fundamentals I'm not good at. So yeah, I just need to work on that, I think.
Definitely, it comes back to a lot of that and quite a bit of map awareness, checking lane states, and seeing how plays, or, like, seeing how things are going to be set up. And, like, you can look at bot lane and you can understand how the wave is going to be in like 10 seconds from there, and you can set up a potential or stack your wave 2 times and then push it in and then look for the opportunity to roam and that kind of stuff as well, right? Even as a control mage, you have a lot of possibilities if you've just played your trades on beforehand correctly before that, right? So you're able to pressure this guy and force him out of lane.
Okay.
Also pressing tab a bit more, looking at items, looking at power spikes, like before this fight happens, like what you should be doing right now is looking at tab, which you do for 1 second, but you're not looking at it. I can tell you're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
clicking it. Like, let me pause here. For all you know, like, every single one of them could have a stopwatch,
Right.
and you don't know that because you're not looking at it. You're just clicking tab
Yeah. I know
as
what you
like a
mean.
habit, and you, like, not just stopwatches, but like potential power spikes for the different laners. Let's say, I mean, in your case, when you're playing Orianna, like, obviously your first power spike is getting your or not Ludens, your Ludens. What am I saying? Misfortune doesn't have free items, but she's kind of close. Like, if you compare it to Caitlyn, like, she's really far ahead. He also has his one of the biggest power spikes he gets in the game.
Yeah.
Timo kind of is building some useless build, so, right. But, like, we need to consider this and we need to look at these things before they happen, so we're able to predict it a bit better.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, I don't have too much to say. I think I